Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? We're doing pretty good over here. It's warmed up today. I think it's almost 70 degrees here, so yay. But it's going to get cold again tomorrow. I think that it's going to be 32 degrees overnight, and then the high tomorrow is in the 40s. So up and down, back and forth, but at least we get a little bit of warm air, and it doesn't get too hot. So it's a good thing. Did y'all see President Elon Musk? Yeah, he was in the Oval Office with his son, and they were comparing it to when JFK Jr. was there under the desk. Like they were showing pictures side by side on the media saying that it's just like, back when Kennedy was president. Elon Musk isn't really president, you guys. He may think he is, but we didn't elect him. And I don't know why anybody would stand for it. And I don't know why MAGA thinks that that's okay. I don't know if y'all saw, but his little son, he was really saying some crap to Trump. He told him, shut your mouth. And he told him, you're not the president. You're not, or something like, you're not really the president, or something like that. So he's listening to things that he's hearing the adults talk about in his home, and probably his own father, and he said him to Trump. And plus, he picked his nose and everything. They said Trump was like a little bit put off by it, which I would be too. But kids will be kids. He's 4 years old. He's going to say whatever he wants to say, especially things that he's heard in his own home. So yeah, it's all the truth. There, it is all the truth. And then Elon Musk pulled back his son's coat. You see my necklace? I have this little gold necklace. That little boy had one on like this, but it was like this thick. Did you see that? And he showed the reporters, see, look at his chain. This big. A necklace that big on that boy. What, put a target on your son's back? Oh my gosh, are you stupid? Why would you put that much gold on a little child? That's crazy. Plus showing it off like that, if you're wearing something, you know, a lot of times it depends on where you're at and you kind of hide it, you don't want to show it. But he's got a huge ego. That's all I can say, huge. I want to take a look at him and pull some cards in a minute. In a minute. First, I'm going to go through Trump and what's going on with Trump and Putin. And Trump did get Mark Vogel released, that teacher that they found some marijuana in his luggage, and they put him in jail for 14 years at a hard labor camp. And I guess he'd been over there for a few years. He was a teacher in Russia. He's taught in all different countries. I looked him up and read a little bit about him. But he was teaching in Russia at an Anglo-American school for diplomats and U.S. citizens. And he says he had marijuana, a little bit of marijuana for his back pain. I don't know, but he had diplomatic immunity, so he may have thought he could just go through, Russia airport with a little bit of marijuana. I mean, people, why would you do that when they're so hard on especially foreigners coming in with even a small amount of marijuana or anything? I mean, I don't get it. But anyway, his immunity didn't save him, and he got put in jail, and he's been there for a few years. But then Trump got him released, and I'm happy that he did. That's a good thing for, him and his family and all that. So they did do a prisoner swap, but I don't think they released the name of the Russian prisoner that they swapped out with him. I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know if y'all comment down below if y'all heard who it is. Oh, and Tulsi Gabbard, she just got confirmed. I can't believe it. They'll do anything for Trump. I mean, anything. They don't care. That's Susan Collins. I'm thinking about it. She's just always acts like she's on the fence, and then she always, votes with Trump no matter what. And she acts like, oh, I'm just thinking it over. I don't know why Maine doesn't do something with her and quit re-electing her. My gosh. Anyway, um, I was just wondering what else did Trump promise Putin to get this, you know, teacher released? Did he promise that he wouldn't send ammunition to, or help with Ukraine or something like that? You know, that Hegseth already said Ukraine must abandon hopes of returning to a pre-2014 border and being a member of NATO. Yeah. So they're not planning to back uh, Ukraine for sure. For sure. We know that. And, you know, Elon Musk is saying there's so much money that is being wasted, and you know he's found so much. Where's all that money going to go? Is that money going to go to help the people? There's so much money, and I do believe that that's true. There's a lot of wasted money in government, and that we needed to do something about it, but not shut down, you know, whole different branches of government, you know, of like the education department and you know USA say I USAID, all the different things that they're trying to just completely get rid of. I understand that they needed to, you know, figure out where all these where the money's going and you know do some pension. You know, I understand all that, but where's all this money going to go now? Millions and billions of dollars, and it's our taxpayer money that's going to all these. If that is true, if they're going to stop all that, then why don't they just give everybody? Why don't they take all that money and give everybody free health care? Why don't we just do that? Just everybody get free health care. Wouldn't that be great? I mean, that would take such a burden off from everybody that we could afford these higher prices, you know. And now, you know, gasoline's going up. Did y'all see gold? Gold has gone way, way up. It's a good time. Like if you could afford to buy some gold and, you know, you could make some money. And that's what's happening right now with all these rich people and all the people in Congress. They're all buying this gold and this tech and everything, and they're all just getting rich. They're all getting rich. And I can't believe how much gold has gone up, up, up because, you know, the dollar doesn't have any value anymore. And they're saying they didn't even predict it would go up to 3,000, but it's gonna hit 3,000 probably within the matter of, you know, months or weeks. It's very near 3,000. My husband watches gold all the time because, you know, he was in the gold business and he's just like, you can't believe the price of gold, and he's calling it out all the time, you know. And now he's just saying over and over and over that the United States is going to take Gaza, that we're just going to go in there and take it. And, you know, there's supposed to be a ceasefire right now, and they're supposed to be releasing more hostages. And I hear on a different news site, y'all have to go look it up and find the information. It's not hard, it's not easy to find, but Israel is doing more attacks and they're trying to move people from settled areas. They're moving them in Gaza. They're moving people that have settled. They're moving them, pushing them further and further out. So they're planning on getting rid of them. I do believe that Trump and Netanyahu are in cahoots with this, and they want to. That's what Israel wants to do, is take over Gaza. And you know, it's really a shame and it's horrible that people that had a country, they were the country of Palestine, and now they have no country and nowhere to go. You know, it's horrible. It's really horrible. But I want to take a look and see, you know, what was going on with Donald Trump and Putin. Let's find out a little bit what's going on between them. So are they really friends? Are they allies? Are they friends? Can they count on each other? What's going on there? What did Trump have to promise Putin to get him to release that Mark Fogel, that teacher? because I'm sure if we could have done just a prisoner swap, Biden would have done it. So let's see. Let me pull some cards here. A little. Okay. All right. The first card that I pulled is Knight of Pentacles. So this is what I think, okay, for entertainment purposes only, okay, if anybody else is watching, this is entertainment purposes only. I feel like Trump is going to slow and block any aid going to Ukraine. He's trying really hard to pressure other countries to follow him also. So he's just he's stopped Ukraine from being able to protect itself. He's slowing it down and stopping Ukraine from protecting itself. Knight of Swords. He's encouraging Putin to act quickly, act boldly, basically telling Putin, to lower the boom on Ukraine, get him now and just take it. That's how he talks. That's the way he thinks. Go get it. Go get it. It's yours. Take it. What are you waiting for? Basically, just we'll stand by while you do your thing. You want to take Ukraine? We're going to stand by. Get it. Go get it. Go after it. And then Two of Wands. I think this is the prisoner swap. Like I said, I don't know who the Russian prisoner is, but he must be somebody very important. So that was part of the deal, the prisoner swap. And also, I believe that Trump promised that he would work really hard on his behalf, and Putin has agreed to do the same too. They both are very valuable to each other. So they're both going to work hard on each other's behalf. But do they really like each other? That's what I want to know. They are, doing things to help each other because you scratch my back, I scratch yours, that kind of thing. But do they really like each other? Let's take a look. Queen of Wands. So I get that basically they're just using each other. It's more like a transactional relationship, and they'll only remain loyal to one another as long as it serves them. And when that runs out or it doesn't serve them anymore, they won't be so loyal. Neither one of them. And Four of Cups. They don't really like each other. There's no love lost between them. They have no desire to be real friends or anything because they're both self-absorbed egomaniacs. Okay? So it's just pretty much the way that you would have thought it is. They're just putting up with each other's ego. And I know I saw on, I think it was on Midas Touch, that Russia keeps showing nude photos of the First Lady. All those nude photos that she made, that they're on Russia TV all the time. Well, Trump probably thinks that's a compliment. He probably likes that. He's probably saying, yeah, go ahead, show him. She looks good. She's fine. She's my wife, And it's really meant to be an embarrassment and say, I have more than that. I have these nude photos of your wife, but I have a little more too. And you remember that. So you see how I'm showing these pictures of your wife? I have other things I can show too. So it's kind of putting Trump, a little bit in his place and keeping a little control on Trump. That's what I think that's all what that is all about. But I would like to take a look at Elon Musk next and pull some cards and shuffle them up, put these cards back in. Just kind of get a feel for Elon Musk and where his head is at and what he's thinking. how he really feels about Trump. I would like to know, how does Elon Musk really feel about Trump? And does Elon Musk really want to help the United States? Does he really want to be transparent? Is that what his goal is, to be transparent and help the United States? Or is Elon Musk just in this for his own ego and his own welfare? Does he care about the people that he's laying off? You know, does he even care about them at all? And did Elon Musk, did he buy the presidency? And is Elon Musk just trying to dismantle the government to benefit his own companies and his own pocket? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. So let me pull the cards for this. Okay, so I have all the cards laid out, and I'm going to read them to y'all. So I laid out quite a few of them because I had quite a few questions that I wanted to ask. So let's see if we can get the answers on them. First card I pulled is the Fool card. So, you know, yeah, Donald Trump is a fool. Well, Elon Musk thinks he's a fool. Entertainment purposes. So yeah, Elon Musk thinks Donald Trump's a fool, and you know, he's able to manipulate him because he's a fool and he knows it, and yeah, and he decided to help return him to the White House because he would be easily manipulated, and you know, Trump will do anything for money, and Elon Musk has plenty of money, so yeah. That worked out. That worked out for Elon Musk just fine. Eight of Wands. So, you know, Elon Musk isn't like a simple person, like, I just want to do one thing. As you can see, he's doing a lot of different things all at once, and that shows you the kind of energy he has. He's very motivated. He has a lot of energy, and this Doge that he's heading up and everything, not only does he, you know, want to reduce waste and spending, he does have a lot of other motives involved in that too. So he's got to do everything as quickly as he can, and that's what's going on. He's hitting, you know, one thing after the other after the other. He's going from one organization to the next, to the next, to the next. But it's not simple. It's not just looking for ways to reduce waste and spending. He's looking for a lot of things, and he's looking to help himself also. Let's be honest. And that's what I get from the Hermit card here. You know, this is his vision. Doge is Elon Musk's vision. It's not what the people voted for. It's the way Elon lives his life. You know, that's what he did to Twitter. He did exactly the same thing. And if you're in his way, he will get rid of you, you know. But in his mind, this helps the United States. It might be helping him, but he thinks it's going to help the United States in the long run. So, yeah. These cards up. Sorry. The High Priestess. You know, he is actually very in tune with his gut, with his intuition and his feelings, and he listens to that and follows through with it, and it served him well. But this has kind of inflated his ego because he's very in tune with the energy and what he's able to do and what he, you know, it has inflated his ego, but he's learned to use that intuition and to move forward, and it's worked out for him very, very well. And he's a very intelligent guy, honestly. There's the Star card. So, you know, everything always turns out well for him. And that's another thing that inflates his ego. No matter what he touches, what he does, it works out well. So he always feels like, I can do this, and it's gonna be fine, whatever I do, it's going to turn to gold, it's going to be good, and it normally does. So yeah, he has a very inflated ego because he's been able to do so many things in his life and they turn out well. Next is the Chariot card. Elon, he's taken control of government agencies, and he really doesn't have any empathy for the people that he's going to destroy their lives. Like, I don't care if you won't have a paycheck in a year, or whatever they're offering them, 8 months or something. He doesn't care about the families. He has no empathy at all. He is just cut and dry. All's fair in love and war, basically, with him. So he's taking control of these government agencies with absolutely no care in the world for the families and the people that he's ruining their lives. He has no empathy. He really doesn't. Queen of Swords. He's cruel. He's heartless. He's manipulative. He has no compassion for the families. Yeah, what can I say? He's just heartless. He really is. And that's too bad. That's not the kind of person we want making these kind of decisions, Two of Pentacles. Elon Musk did help Donald Trump. He did. Donald Trump's campaign was struggling, He wasn't doing that good. I know he had MAGA following him, but he wasn't getting a lot of other voters coming along with him. And all of a sudden, here comes along Elon. And he turned Donald Trump's campaign around. He really did. And he did that by Seven of Wands, defending Trump, standing up for Trump, helping him financially. Without Musk, Trump wouldn't be here today. He did hand out money to people, saying, I don't know how he did it, but he did give them money to be able to go vote. I forget how he did it, but he did give people money, and he did manipulate the system. He really did. But if it wasn't for him, I think we wouldn't even have Trump in the White House today. Ace of Cups. These are the last two cards that I pulled. Musk did see an opportunity to benefit his government contracts and to be very close to the president. He is as close to being president as you can be for a person that wasn't born in this country. And he saw that opportunity. So yeah, he's in it for his benefit. He did this for his benefit. His ego. That's why he was standing in the Oval Office. He wasn't standing in the Oval Office because he was needed there. He wasn't needed to be there. It's all for his own ego. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this was a plan that he'd been thinking about for a while. He's been cooking this up for a while. And he said, if Donald Trump, if I can get him back in the White House, then I can be co-president, or I can call the shots. Be as close as being president, then, closer than being a vice president. He's closer to being president than anybody ever has been without being president. It's really weird, but I think he was working on this for a while. This has been percolating. He's been thinking about this because he doesn't do anything without a long range goals, like without really preparing and thinking about it for a long period of time before he makes a move and does it. So yeah, he was working on this, thinking about it, and then he sees Trump struggling, and Kamala was doing good. She was doing great. Everybody loved her, and it looked like she was going to be the president. And then he stepped in, and he starts handing out money. And then we know the rest of the story. We know how that went. So yeah, he did. He bought the presidency. He absolutely bought the presidency for himself, for his ego, so he could bring his son in the Oval Office and tell Donald Trump to shut up. That's the only good thing that happened in that news conference was that little boy picking his nose, wiping it on the desk, and telling Trump to shut up, and that you're not really you're not the president, you're not really the president, or something like that. If you go look for it, Google is starting to kowtow to Trump too. They've decided that they will change their maps to Gulf of America because that's so important. That's the most important thing. And I had a hard time finding that clip on Google, but if you go on TikTok and look for it, a bunch of people have all the clips of that kid saying, all the words completely clearly. You can hear him saying that's Trump. Just like you can't really find all the when Trump went out on the field on the Super Bowl, all the boos. You can't really find that. You try to Google it, or news agencies, they didn't put it out there. Fox cut it out of their live. They didn't show it, but it's on. You can go and hear all the boos and see all the boos and everything. They're protecting Trump. They're all the media is protecting Trump now because he sued ABC and got away with it. ABC just fell on their knees and gave him the money without any trial, nothing. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. They didn't want to fight with him, and so they just said, let's just give him the millions of dollars that he wanted. They probably haven't settled yet. And the way that it works, I'm not an attorney or anything, but the way that I understand that works, when you settle, when you actually go to court and do that settlement, it gets readjusted. So they probably aren't going to pay him as much as it's been advertised and the media said. So they probably thought, let's cut our losses here and just settle. So they probably didn't have to pay as much as they were suing for. They'll probably settle for something a little bit less. Anyway, that's the way I understand it anyway. So yeah, we're just going to have to put up with this for a while, it looks like, you guys. It's unfortunate, but yeah, Elon Musk is president. It's so crazy. I mean, it's just crazy, but that's the way it is. And they're trying to get Elon Musk and Trump mad at each other. Time put Elon Musk on the cover and everything, seeing if they can light a fire between them. And I think probably the child probably aggravated Trump more than anything. The child being there picking his nose and all that, and telling him to shut up. That probably bothered him more than anything, because he's not child friendly. Let's face it. Okay, guys, that's it for me for today. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Love y'all so much. And have a wonderful day. And do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now.